that. Jimmy left Jr. It's muggy out, but man, the wind at 70. Yeah. All right. Nothing better than swamp butt on the ride. Oh, snap. Jimmy's got issues going on.
Hey, a little swamp butt. There ain't nothing wrong with a little swamp butt.
Everybody's been there. If you ride a motorcycle, you have been there.
True. And if you haven't, you don't ride a motorcycle very often.
Yeah.
Correct.
Bar worse now. Jimmy, where are you at? I forget. I know, like, we've gotten so much rain through June and July that it's 100 degrees and 80% humidity, which is a great combination.
It's like Florida.
Yeah, the humidity was nuts today.
Oh, was it? I was in my chaps today. I should have sent you that picture. I was in full leathers.
Oh, really?
It started out 51 degrees this morning.
Nice.
Oh, man. Wow, I can't even imagine. That would feel like cold right now.
Yeah. I haven't seen 51 in months.
Yeah. Spring fling.
Yeah. Spring fling in the rain was the last time I seen 51.
Sheesh. That was 2 years ago? Because last year was when we did the Sunday Fun Day ride. It was 39 degrees when we started that ride.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was there was the one day or one spring fling when Adam Sandoval started the Great American Convoy from Pig Trail. Okay. That it was like right around 30 degrees that morning, riding up there at like 8, 9 in the morning. And Sarah was not happy on the back of that motorcycle.
Hey, John. All right. So I guess we're live.
Yep. We are.
A minute and a half ago.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So did we talk about Swamp Butt on live?
We did.
Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Jimmy, for the idea. It's all Jimmy's fault. Hi, Jimmy. Yeah. And it was windy. I actually waited because
I know you were pretty local, Jimmy. I just didn't remember exactly where. So you're feeling the same pain I am right now, and Jay's feeling right now, pretty much, where it rains every other day and it's still 100 degrees.
Yeah. It rained for about 5 minutes earlier today.
Oh, did it?
Oh man, when I was coming back from St. Louis, I was on I-44 that goes kind of diagonal through Missouri.
Yeah.
And I started getting a little bit sprinkles, and I saw this sport bike pulled over into like an underpass. And I remember thinking, I was like, ha, rookie, whatever, dude. And then literally 2 minutes later, it was like some of the hardest rain I've ever experienced in my life.
Drops coming down like this?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, look, it shows on the side here. That's new.
Yes, that is new.
Right? That little bottom right hand.
Oh, yeah, it's so nice because you don't have YouTube open to like see the comments.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. But I still have to go back to YouTube to comment.
Oh, yeah.
Dad's trying to multitask over there. Trying to comment, trying to talk, she's got glasses. There's all sorts of stuff going on.
Yeah,
well, that comes from doing the content creators. And when we had the ability to also stream on Facebook and YouTube, then we would have to monitor StreamYard, Facebook, and YouTube. So you don't see us clicking behind it.
Right.
And then sending private chat, doing a private chat. Yeah, and then doing a private chat.
I have to get Chase close to this laptop and get him to sit down and put in his information. That way I can stream to his channel and my channel. And then we'll do Facebook too, and then his Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a successful, it seems like every time we try to do a Facebook, YouTube thing.
StreamYard is not letting you do it anymore.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, let's start this thing proper. 4 minutes into the show here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chase and Jay Show. Woo! Our favoriteest content creator, non-content creator, mobile, vagabond, retiree, all-around badass. Everybody, please welcome Wind.Road.Therapy, Miss Des, to the show.
Thank
Inner
you.
sound effects later, but we're not today.
Golf clap.
Or clap, golf clap.
You don't have the intern back there?
Right. Yeah, intern.
Yes, Scott says that maybe it's me. Let me check and make sure. No, my YouTube is muted, so there's a echo. Don't know why. So yes, StreamYard is so expensive. Yes, in the content creators we used to use StreamYard, but we no longer do. We're using Restream, I think.
Yeah, it's $44 is what I'm paying right now. So
A year, month,
month.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
The pro level is like $80.
Yikes! Yowza. Yes. So I just got in from a ride.
Where are you, Ez? Where
I'm
are you
in
located?
Michigan. I am
Michigan.
where they call the UP. So
Upper
it's
Peninsula.
You got it.
Gotcha.
That's right. I'm in the UP. I am in Christmas, actually.
Christmas.
So in 2021, I was in Santa Claus, Indiana, and now I'm in Christmas, Michigan.
Christmas, Michigan.
Yes.
So were you at the campground that Angie and Sunny were at with them earlier?
Leisure Lake. Let's see if we can
Yes.
do that. Leisure
There
Lake.
you go.
Right?
I was like, I don't know why she's getting in real close.
Yes.
There you go.
Here we go. Leisure Lake. I know, and I disappear. That's awesome. Kind of like
So you were there with them, and now you've moved on to the UP.
Yes, I was there for 9 days for the 4th of July, for Radine's birthday, the 4th of July. And it was also Karen's birthday. She's your national ambassador for Arkansas.
Woo! Love me some Karen. I actually got to meet Karen. And,
Yes, you did.
We've talked so much via Messenger for a year or however long, and then finally getting to meet her and James. It's good to. Which I guess I've met. Well, I haven't met Toby. I don't think I've met Toby in person. I'm pretty sure I haven't.
No.
But he does the streamer thing, so I'd like seen him, But I'd never actually seen Karen, so it was cool.
Well, the Badgers used to do more live streams. So Karen used to jump on those. The original crew used to jump on. They used to have it like once a week. Mondays or Tuesdays, Sunday nights. I don't know. So long ago. 2021. Do you remember that, Jay?
Yeah.
So yes, I was in Leisure Lake at Leisure Lake Family Campground for 9 days, and unfortunately, I missed the meetup. I left the day beforehand. I have reservations here. I had reservations that way, so I couldn't miss. So I don't know if you saw on Instagram on one of my stories, I put a little, but stories disappear. So
yeah,
I'll send a teaser out again. It was wild. That's all I have to say. I did like the wildest adventure I've ever done. Well, no, I parachuted one time, so that's not. Yeah, it wasn't as wild as that, but it was wild. So
content coming up.
Well, on Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
I just don't have the time to do editing like for YouTube. I just don't. I would love to, but my day is slammed. And you're retired. But this dog, between the dog, I have to maintain the RV. I make 3 meals a day. I maintain the dog. I have the motorcycle. I have the truck. They have to go in for service as I travel around. So I have to schedule that. Where's this one? Where's that one? Where am I at with this? Keep the tires. Tires are number one on everything. Right? Because last year I bought 6 tires for this RV when I was out for 5 months.
Did you upgrade to a better tire, like a multiply?
I had a 10-ply on the back driver's side, and when the front driver's side blew, it took out the brand new tire. That's good times.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah, 17 hours on the side of I-40. Good times. At 7 o'clock in the morning, the state trooper comes knocking. He's like, "Oh, are you okay?" I said, "I've been here for 13 hours. Where have you been? Where have you been?"
You just now stopping, brother?
Right, yeah.
It does kind of sound like life. I mean, obviously, there's stuff that comes along with it, right? But you just pretty much, for most of the year, or
Yeah, for most of the year.
Most of the year, you travel around. For those of you who don't know, I can't see who's in here. Des has her truck, her RV, her motorcycle, and travels around all over the country for most of the year, and stays at cool places, meets cool people, does cool things. Pretty much. I mean, it's like what everybody should do when they retire.
Right.
It was a goal.
She's living my dream, that's for sure.
Yeah, right.
But a lot of people, I get so many people, and they're both sides of the coin. They're like, oh my God, I want to do that, right? I love it, I love it, I love it. Just do what I do, sacrifice sleep and get to, no, I can send you my shit. You can edit it.
Like he absolutely would.
Right, of course. Listen, he did it for Dewey. Why can't he do it for me? That's all I'm saying. You show Dewey love. Anyway, I'm just busting. So, and then there's the people that are like, well, how come she gets to do that? Well, I planned. I really, this plan was 10 years in the making, if not 20 years in the making.
Yeah.
So, maybe even like 12 years. When I started, my parents bought their house in Florida in 2008. And as I was driving up and down 95, that's all you see is RVs. And I'm a camper since I'm 4 years old, but I had no idea about this. So I'm like, I want to do what they're doing. So then I started researching, and voila, there's YouTube.
Yeah.
So I was really going to get a Class C. And then I realized, well, wherever I go, the Class C goes with me. So that's not how I wanted to see the country. I want to see the country. I want to, like, when you're in the pines and you're getting hit with the best smells, even if there's a skunk there, it's still the best skunk. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's the best smell. It's the best experience, because you'll remember, oh my God, I smelled it. I can smell the honeysuckle. Right? So that's what I wanted. So I was like, the Class C is not going to do it. And then I said, okay, I'm going to learn how to ride a motorcycle. I didn't know how to ride a motorcycle. I didn't have a permit. I didn't have, the endorsement. So
it just started raining, by the way, Jay. Just follow back up. So Des, how long have you been retired / traveling?
Okay, I've been retired since November of 2019.
Okay, so
and
6
I've been
years.
Traveling. Well, COVID threw a monkey wrench into that. So my first trip, my shakedown trip, was to Sturgis. And I got 15 miles from home, and I had 2 blowouts. Boom! China bombs. So
is that what you're calling the tires that came on it, or China bombs?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they have the Tiger King or Road King or whatever King.
Hey, careful there. Careful there.
No, not your beloved Road King. The ROD.
I thought he was worried about the name of Tiger King.
Right.
The RODE King.
Right, there we go.
So any kind of tire with a King, they're just crappy tires, and they disintegrated. Thank God I was close to home. So I went 7 miles back to Goodyear, and I've on what did I say, Jimmy, that you're laughing at, the Tiger King or the Road King? So
I like China bombs. I'm gonna remember that.
The China bombs, yeah. So then we got 4 new tires, and then 3 days later, we were in Sturgis. I had my friend with me. He has a Class A, and his wife was going to fly and meet us there. And that's how I had my shakedown trip.
That's a heck of a start to a shakedown trip, too.
Yes. So I'm accustomed to blowouts and whatevers, and it was terrible. The tread fell right off the tire.
Yeah, just delaminated.
Yeah, and then the one behind it, because it was on the passenger side, the steel belt was coming through the tire. Same side, both of them.
On a brand new rig.
Brand new to me. It was a year old, but still, it was a year old. They didn't even really use it, the prior people, and I found Monopoly pieces in it. So like the generator had 0 hours on it.
Yeah.
So it was practically new. Anyway, China bombs. Yeah, I know.
Now, I
that's-
was because I grew up with like, you know, my family had campers, RVs, and stuff, and I
Okay.
always did it when I was younger. But like, it's funny because Sarah and I have been talking about, you know, getting a toy hauler so that we can
Yes.
go more easily go to like Sturgis or go to like Florida or whatever. But I always hear these stories. You know, it's kind of like owning like a wooden boat or something where like something's always broken, something's always wrong, and you just have to keep fixing things over and over and over.
100%, 100%, 100%. Let's see. I just had a valance fixed when I had the blowout. It took out. Thankfully, it only took out the fender, so I'm running without a plastic fender, which I bought one from Amazon. It was the wrong shape, so you can only order that fender right from Grand Design. Thank you, Grand Design, for making it readily available. So I'm running without a fender. She's showing a little leg. What can I say?
Now, are you in the same toy hauler?
I'm in. No. This is my second one. I wanted a little bit more room because the dog was going through the straps with the bike because it was one big room.
Yeah.
And it was fine. It was really fine. It's just me and my little old man who passed, the little old man puppy. You met him.
Yep.
And it was fine. And he would go in and out. It was like a little obstacle course for him. But on travel days or rainy days, and the bike is in here, then I had no place to sit. I'd have to break out a chair and sit outside. No big deal, but it's not, you know, like I'm in a rest area, I don't want to sit outside with the trucks running.
Yeah.
You know
How
what
big
I mean?
is your rig now?
Pardon?
How big is your rig now?
It's actually a foot shorter. It's 34 foot, but it has a separate garage.
Yeah.
So now this maniac dog that I have can run around here without interfering with what's going on back there.
If somebody was going to buy a travel trailer or a toy hauler, what would be some good advice?
Okay. Wow. Okay, here we go. Here's number one for me. Because I have travel days, and some days I don't make it to my destination the same day. Or even if it's a long day, 12-hour day. Not ideal, but some people do it. I've done it. So you can't see this. I don't want you to see my mess. But my door is right there. So right when you come in is my refrigerator.
Okay.
So I can get water and any kind of food for my dog, treats, whatever. Before I make it to the refrigerator, on the right-hand side is the bathroom.
Okay.
So I can make it to the bathroom so I don't have to run into the store. I use diesel. My truck is diesel, so I go through the trucker lanes, and I have a trucker card. So I, just like the truckers, right there at the pump, and I'm not leaving the truck. I'm not leaving the rig. And it's a little bit more secure that way. There's a lot of things going on in some of the truck stops.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So the bathroom's right there. This is right here. What's not ideal is that my bed is a slide out.
Okay.
The previous bed was north-south, so I could just sleep.
Yeah.
This one, I have to put it out. I have to extend it some, or I can sleep on the couch. I'm short enough I can sleep on the couch. So, but to make him comfortable, I put the slides out a little bit. He has a little bit more room. I can sleep. So the first thing is the refrigerator and the bathroom.
Okay.
So with the slides in.
So that's what you're saying is you want to be able to access the stuff you actually need on the road
Yep.
with trailer and travel mode.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotcha.
100%.
That's why I need to like write this stuff down because I'm sure I'm going to be like hitting you up when
Yeah.
we're like, you know, this fall, winter, we're like looking to have a camper ready for next spring, basically.
For me, because I do travel like to Arkansas, I will stop in Mississippi, whether it be a Cracker Barrel, mostly a Cracker Barrel, because the truck, by the time I stop, the truckers have all the slots in the rest area taken. So I'll go through one, I'll go through two. There's none. I'm looking up a Cracker Barrel and I'm going there.
Or Walmart.
I was in a Cracker
Absolutely.
Barrel in Mississippi recently, actually.
Right.
Pardon me? Say again?
Said I was in a Cracker Barrel in Mississippi recently.
Yeah,
It's funny that you went right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, a Walmart. Where was I? They were very nice. The sign said no overnight parking and everything. So I went inside. I bought something, and then I asked permission, and they said yes. See, if you go inside, and every Cracker Barrel that I stay in the morning, I get breakfast.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your safety and for the quietness. And I was safe and secure. Slept like a log. I'm good, and I'll go inside and I'll buy $20 worth of food.
There you go.
Yeah, and then I went inside, and then there was a truck, so I parked next to the truck, and the manager came out. She's like, "Oh dear, do you know him?" And I was like, "No." She goes, "You guys can't park like that. You have to park lengthwise." And I said, "Okay, no problem." I knocked on the guy's window. I was like, I told him the story, and we both moved and parked, along the parking stripes, the parking slots. And she goes, "You'll be fine. So you ask permission, and it's all good." Even when the signs clearly say no parking overnight.
Yeah.
Go inside, buy some stuff, patronize, and you're good.
A little patronage and a little bit of courtesy goes a long way.
Absolutely. Ask permission, right? And, this way you don't get the knock in the middle of the night.
Yeah, from the sheriff or local
Right.
PD or something telling you to get out of there.
Yeah. I had her name. I had everything. She's like, "Oh, dear, yeah." And I was like, "Oh, my gosh, she's so nice." That was in North Carolina. That's where it was. It was in North Carolina. I was going to the Outer Banks.
If you could change anything on your purchase, or was there an option that you didn't get, what would that be?
I did not get a dinette.
Hmm.
I did not get a dinette, and I said that I wanted a dinette, and the floor plan with the dinette was an extra $10,000. Yeah.
Okay. I see why you didn't.
So it was 2 more feet. The garage was 13 feet. It just the whole layout thereafter. The next one will have a dinette. Number 3. Sorry, girl.
And what?
So you just chill on the couch with like a tray and eat or something? Is that what you're saying? You don't have like an
Well, I
actual dining area?
use the picnic table. If that's the case, well, I'm probably sharing some food with this knucklehead. So
How old's your dog now?
he is 18 months.
All right, yeah.
He
Got one
hasn't
of those right over here.
he has not slowed down yet. So, yep. But I love it. I really love it, and I did plan for it. That's the only thing I can say is that if this is what you want to do, then plan for it. It doesn't just happen overnight. You can't just go and say, well, you can. People can. Let me not say that. But, it's paying the rig, the insurance, maybe the storage, like me. If you plug it in at storage, like me, that's a little bit more. The maintenance. See, you can have all the toys that you want, but you have to maintain those toys.
Yeah.
And in some states, they tax all your toys every year. Right?
Yeah.
Your state. Yikes. So the more toys you have, it's hard. It's not easy. I don't. That needs to change. That's for sure. That's
And you have a house in Florida?
I do.
Okay. So you're paying for both, basically, is I guess what I was getting at. You're kind of paying for everything.
Yes. But
you've been doing it for going on 6 years now, so you obviously like it at least enough to do it.
I love it. I have, there's so many goals. I want to visit every state. I want to RV in every state. And I want to ride in every state. There are some people that ride to every state. God bless them. That's not me. That will probably never be me. If I didn't have this and I didn't have the dog, then you probably would never see me again, and I probably would ride to every state. It's true. The dog
you've been to every state, though, right? I think you said that on a post I saw.
I've been to 46 of the continental states. I'm missing Maine and Kansas, and I'm missing Alaska and Hawaii.
How are you missing Kansas?
What's that?
Right.
How are you missing Kansas?
For God's sake, I don't know how. Yeah,
She's got a thing against Kansas. She's went around it everywhere else she went.
I'm gonna, but I have not RV'd in those 46 states.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and now I'm working on the 48. I think I'm up to 36. 36.
You got to skip Kansas to last.
No,
Yeah, right.
Kansas is next year.
No, you got to go. Just go around.
No. I cannot. So, yeah, next year will be Spring Fling, then Hot Springs and Spring Fling, then Fort Smith, then Texas, then Kansas, because right there through Oklahoma, and then Nebraska, because I have not stayed overnight in Nebraska in an RV park.
Okay.
And then back to Missouri for the Mid-American Freedom Rally.
Sweet.
So I'll be going back Missouri, go down, come back up.
And you're kind of doing a national parks tour, right?
I am. I just hit a big one, and oh my gosh, yeesh.
Which one did you hit? Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know if you're like baiting me into that question.
I'm in Michigan. So that's cool that you have access to truck stops. Yes. There's a program called Open Roads.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Luff is asking. Open Roads is they take money out of your checking account, so make sure it's a separate account from everywhere else, because you don't want to malfunction.
Right.
And if somebody jump in on your card and $800 later, because you filled up somebody else's diesel truck, or motorhome, because there's a malfunction, that it's not attached to your mortgage, all of that. So I have a separate checking account just for my diesel fuel.
Okay.
And it takes it right out. And if you go to their gas stations, their travel stations, which is Love's is one of them, and I travel there, then you get huge discounts, $15, $20 off, depending on where you're at. So
yeah, when you're buying whole tanks of diesel, that adds up quick.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you have, a Ram 3500?
2500. I'm working on the 3500.
Nice.
See one in white, let me know.
Well, white ought to be easy to find.
Yeah, well, listen, in the Florida sun, it's so easy. When you get to Hot Springs, make sure you get it. Yeah, I did that last time. I've been to Hot Springs. I liked it so much, I'm going back. So I didn't get to ride because I was only there for 2 days, and I just chose to drive and had both of the puppies. So
yeah, we missed you. Missed you when you came to Hot Springs last time.
Yes.
It was during the middle of the week or something. I don't remember what it was.
Yes, it was before. Was it in between Eureka and Fort Smith? Something like that. I don't know. I forget.
Yeah.
Have you been to Mid-American Freedom before?
Pardon?
Have you been to the Mid-American Freedom Rally before?
I have not.
Oh.
Jay invited me. Said it's a must do.
It's a fun week for sure.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
We missed it this year. I'm kind of sad we did, but it was kind of up in the air as to who was going until like kind of later. So, you got to kind of pick your battles on the events you go to each year.
Yeah.
Try to do something a little bit different each year. So some things get cut out.
That's exactly it. I am trying to. I had Mike Bodine with me, and we were in Cody, Wyoming.
Yeah.
So he had never been to Yellowstone. First, we started off down in Grand Teton, outside of Grand Teton, and he had never been to Grand Teton, never been to Wyoming. And then we went up to Yellowstone, and we spent 3 days in Yellowstone, 2 days in Grand Teton, 3 days in Yellowstone, and 2 days riding the Bighorn Mountains. These people do not sleep on the Bighorn Mountains. They are beautiful. But we did Beartooth Pass, and we were able to make the Beartooth Rally. So I was really excited about that. Thanks, Jimmy. He's got to go pee.
Yeah. He's like, he doesn't want to miss anything. That's why he's like, hey, you guys go to commercial break for like 2 minutes.
Oh, commercial break. Got it. Commercial break.
Well, let's shift gears here. And what What was your first bike and what got you into riding?
Oh, okay. Well, traveling got me into riding
Okay.
because I wanted to see the country up close. I didn't want to see the national parks from the car.
Yeah.
I wanted to be up. I mean, when you go through Custis State Park and the bison are right there, or Theodore Roosevelt National Park, I was stuck in an hour and a half bison jam. I mean, it was craziness. And I kept telling the lady behind me to unlock her SUV door. She's like, "Why?" And here come these 3 buses. And I'm like, "Situational awareness, lady. Open your door."
Oh, yeah. I might need to get in just in case.
That's right. That's right. Because she's outside the moonroof, the sunroof, taking pictures, but she's not paying attention to what's coming up behind her. Anyway, so that's what got me into riding, and I started and still have my 2018 Kawasaki Vulcan S650. She's home on the tender.
And then you went from the Kawasaki to the Heritage? Yep.
Yep.
That's still one of my favorite blues.
Oh my God, Reef Blue. That's my
Yep.
girl right there.
Ken's here finally.
Hi, Ken. Thanks for showing up.
No, Des, you're totally right. Like I remember Ted Simon wrote Jupiter's Travels, traveled around the world on a Triumph in like the 60s.
Oh wow.
He kind of has this. I mean, he's an amazing writer, but he kind of has this thing where he's talking about how you experience the world differently on a motorcycle. Like cultures treat you differently on a motorcycle.
Yes.
They know you're vulnerable. They know you're
Yeah.
like your life is on these like 2 wheels, you know. And I
It's
was
true.
talking to Ken Murphy a week or 2 ago about how I think he had posted something like, "Which states have you been to?" Whatever. And I had said that, like, I say he counted airports and stuff. And I was like, well, I mean, I've been to like, 30 whatever states. But I mean, a lot of that was just like layovers at a random airport or whatever. I'm like, I don't really think I've been a place so I've like had dirt in my teeth, like that's kind of, so it's kind of the same thing where you just, when you're on a bike, you experience things completely differently than even in a car or anything else.
I haven't. I can't really say that I've had a bit, except I had a lady. Where was I? Harbor Springs. At the bottom of the tunnel of trees, which is on the Harley Davidson 50 States, One Nation. So it's Harbor Springs. It's like a really ritzy. The golf course is over there, the country club, and some lady with her Suburban blows a stop sign. And I don't have a stop sign, so I stopped, and she almost hits me, and she keeps going. So she stops at the next stop sign, and I actually pulled into the oncoming traffic. And I was like, "You almost hit me." And she's like, and I was like, "You almost hit me." And she was like, "Move along now." And I was like, "Oh man, Jesus is with me right now." Yeah, she's like, "You can move around." I said, "That's all you have to say?" She goes, "It was an accident." And I was like, "And you're raising children that are going to have the same mentality."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
Yeah.
another reason. That's
Very
another reason.
polite.
That's another reason I don't keep my pistol within arm's reach while I'm on the bike.
sheesh. That's all you have to
Don't
say
ride
for
through
yourself?
Memphis with that mentality, Jay.
Well, going through Memphis on the bike, I keep it in my hand.
See, I just rode through Detroit. It's all in your. I think you're fine. It's all in how you how you present yourself.
Yeah. Well, Memphis,
I get it. I get it. I'm from New York
True.
City, and I worked in Brooklyn, so and I just rode 2 days through Detroit, and I was in Chicago last month. I think it's all in how you present yourself. You'll be all right.
Yeah. So, are born and raised in
New York City?
Yeah.
Yes.
Retired New York City?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go into that, right? So, what was your pre-retirement life?
I was in law enforcement
Okay. In New York.
in New York.
Which
22
borough?
and a half years. Pardon?
Which borough?
20 of the years Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 years in Staten Island, and 1 year, 6 months in Manhattan. But You get sent to everywhere to do parades and details and demonstrations and protests and whatever's. A lot of parades. We're like the city of parades. There really are. There's so many parades. The West Indian Day Parade and Juve in Brooklyn are two of the biggest parades in the country. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. New Year's, the ball drop. It's freaking freezing cold.
And packed full of people.
People are like, where's the best place to go see it? Home, go home. Go home. Just it's cold out here because you go in a pen and then you can't leave the pen.
Yeah.
So once you leave the pen, you can't come back in the pen because you've already been bonded, right?
Yeah.
How often do you get back to New York?
Once a year.
Once a year. You have family and stuff there, I assume?
Yes. How you doing? There's no G in doing.
Night, Jim.
Hi, Jamie. Thanks for hanging out.
You got
Bogey Biker likes it when I say Warren, water.
water.
What was the first word?
Warren, his friend Warren.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know what word you said.
His real name is Warren.
I caught it, Des. I caught it.
Thank you. See, Jay speaks New York.
Well, it's Rhode Island with a New York flair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you're from?
No, I lived there for almost a year until I had a little issue with local law enforcement, and my mom's decided that it was probably best if I come to live with my biological father in Arkansas.
Okay.
So at least that's what the chief of police told her. So if you got somewhere to send him, you probably need to send him, or we're gonna send him somewhere.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Sounds like the plot of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Right. Well. Yeah, it was.
Get sent to Japan.
It happens.
It was a little more gone in 60 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
But
that's funny.
13-year-olds do things sometimes.
So you're like you're DJ Paulie D.
Yeah. Yeah, my uncle still lives up there. I've been meaning to get up there and see him. Westerly, Rhode Island. I was there for almost a year in Westerly. Nope.
Oh, that's
freeze
cool.
on? Okay, there you are.
She's been freezing off and on. She was hitting her monster.
Yeah.
Beer or whatever it is. I don't know which one it was.
Both.
Yeah,
Monster makes both now.
Yeah, chasing it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna say. Jay's wife Shannon has the best accent ever.
I'm using the campground Wi-Fi. I didn't set up my internet. What's that?
You're good. We can generally hear you every once in a while. Your picture freezes. So.
Yeah, audio's clean.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I heard her say.
There we go.
There we go. It cleaned up.
There we go. We got there.
Were you talking about me?
Yeah.
No, we were talking about Shannon, actually. Sarah still, to this day, like a year and a half later, randomly throws out gizzards.
Gizzards.
She's over hanging out with her mom and stuff.
There's my buddy.
There's Ozark Bill.
So where are you off to next, Des? You're in Michigan now. Where are you headed to now?
I'm off to Wisconsin for the weekend.
All right.
And then back to Theodore Roosevelt National Park because I loved it so much. And I love being in a bison jam for an hour and a half. Well, they also have wild horses there.
You just got to find a car that you can stay with just in case.
Yes. Well, I did have a pickup truck in front of me, and he found an opening. He took off, and I was like, "What? You were my cover." So the SUV behind me, not the lady sticking out. He saw what was happening. He passed me on the right, and he took over, and he knew exactly. When I threw my hands up, and I was like, "There's a herd of 200 buses that want to horn me."
Yeah.
He moved in right away. He knew.
Chase, have you ever seen a bison like with your own eyeballs been up kind of close on one?
Yeah, not like out in the open so much as like, fenced in, whatever.
Okay.
I've never gone through like an actual place where they just like cross the road and do stuff. But yeah.
Come to Sturgis. They're in Custer.
We're next year, hopefully, maybe. Again, it's kind of some of those events, it's just like we need some sort of camping, like a camper RV sort of situation, because we don't want to pay $6,000 for an Airbnb and we don't want to tent camp.
Yeah.
I tell you this, and it just might be my opinion, but I'll say it. I think that the bison in Custer State Park are smaller than the ones in Yellowstone. Yellowstone, those beasts are just they're buses.
Yeah.
They're huge. I don't know what's in the grass in Yellowstone, but they're bigger. And even the ones in Theodore Roosevelt, they're huge. And I think that they're bigger than the ones in Custer as well. I did have a moose encounter.
Meese are huge.
Mises.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Mises.
You Mises? So my friend Brian from Forgotten Angels, like Bill, he lives in Parker, Colorado. So this was not 2 years ago. So I love Colorado. And Ken, you're absolutely right. The passes in Colorado are phenomenal. And in my opinion, Colorado as a whole, the riding is superior to other states. And you don't hear about the riding in Colorado. You're at high elevation and you just see the world.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. My favorite ride is going to the Sun Road in Glacier National Park in Montana. Second is Beartooth, also Montana into Wyoming into Montana. And then the third is a $1 Million Highway in Colorado. But we're talking about the moose. Brian and we rode to the top of Mount Blue Sky, which used to be called Mount Evans, and it's the highest paved road in the country. 14,250 feet. Yeah, I had massive cramps by the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I had one of these before I went up, and I had the shakes when I got to the top. No, I'm serious. Not shakes from like being afraid, but shakes from the altitude and probably the adrenaline that's in these things.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't a good combination. It was beautiful. And the road is terrible. It's closed for 2 years, and it'll open up in 2028, Memorial Day weekend, they're saying. And the road will be pristine. It costs $2 National Park, recreation.gov to get a ticket. And much better than Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak is money.
Yeah.
It's crowded. It was windier. It was colder. This was beautiful. We had the most beautiful sunset. It was Brian on his road glide, me on my bike, and a couple in their car. Nobody else at the top. We had it all to ourselves in all of God's glory. Whew. So we come down. There's mountain goats. There's bighorn sheep. We go to the ticket booth where we checked in. We say our goodbyes. He's going to go one way. I'm going to go the other way. And Bri, let's see. Bri was on the outside.
Yeah.
And I was right because we're riding staggered. Bri's on the outside. I'm on the inside, which I prefer. And we come around a bend, and here is a moose. She's in that lane, right? 2-lane highway. She's in that lane. But she's so big, her head is in this lane.
Yeah.
So Bri is able to get around her because he's on the outside.
Yeah.
I'm on the inside, and I have to come to a dead halt, or I'm going to hit a moose. So I stop, and I talk to the moose because this is her yard, this is her house,
Right.
and I'm the guest, right? It's all in how you present yourself. Didn't I just say that? You go to Memphis, you chill, and you're good, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's all in how you present yourself. So I said, ma'am, I apologize for being on your road. I can wait here for as long as you want. She gave me that side eye, like, yeah. She turned around and she walk towards the woods. When she got to the end of the road, she turned around again and said, "Oh shit." I shut the bike off, I put the kickstand down, and we were going to play Ring Around the Rosie. She came back, she stopped, and then she trotted off into the woods. What are you going to do?
She was just testing.
She was tested. Listen, right. I cried my first time on the top of the bear tooth. Right? See, Ken knows. I like that ride so much. I had to do it 3 years in a row.
You gotta make our trip list here, Jay.
Right. That's what. Yeah. I hope
Yes.
you're taking. I hope
That's
you're
really
taking notes.
elaborate ruse to find good places to go.
Yes.
Right.
I'm excited. This year I'm going to do Lolo Pass. Ken,
Yeah.
have you ridden Lolo Pass? I tried to do it last year, but where I was staying in Idaho was too far away. And it was 5 hours to get to where I was to get to the end of Lolo, and 5 hours back. That's not including stops. It's just too long of a day to be away from the pub.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Do you ever need to do like a boarding thing or something? Is that, I don't even know how possible that is out on the road. Like, how does that work? But
he is he's not ready for that yet. He's a Brittany, so he's very high energy, and he doesn't have recall yet. Let's just put it that way. So if he got off leash, he's not coming back.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put that on somebody else.
yeah. Now,
So-
Ken, I think the only time I ever cried on a motorcycle was on I-35 in Iowa when I realized I was going to make it home within 24 hours on that 1,500 miles.
Okay,
I-
just
My
so go ahead.
my eyes got a little puffy. The first time I ever rode my wide glide, I went up there and just test drove it, and it's been
Nice.
years since I've been on a bike, and I sat down on it. I was like, man, this feels awesome, you know. I got around the corner and let out the clutch and was just cruising, and it just washed over me real quick, and I was like, oh no, we're holding that one back. You know?
Aw.
I went home with the bike, so you know, and promptly ejected my my vape mod and my phone out of the cup holder, and I saved the phone, but I lost that. So, you know.
Sheesh. Yep. So yeah, Lolo Pass, and I'll heading to Washington, Oregon, and California.
What are you doing in Oregon? You going?
Crater Lake,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be a Goonie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
40th anniversary, isn't that what
Yes,
you said?
it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is. Yep. It's true. It's true. Well, you'll get that same when you're at the tallest peak that you can ride to in the United States, which is Mount Blue Sky,
Yeah.
aka Mount Evans. Hang on a second.
Commercial
Doing-
break. Click it, Jay. Who's our
Yeah.
sponsor?
Roll the sponsor.
Somebody
Okay.
want to sponsor us?
I had to make sure I didn't hear that he's sequestered somewhere else, or else he would be parking. So
Today's episode sponsored to you by us.
Monster.
And Monster. Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking
Hold
about
on.
Frat Angels. I've got my Brap Star shirt on right here. But
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
today's episode brought to you by me.
that's right.
We are a
So
sponsor.
Phil is my home. My homie. And I went to Old Eagle Harley Davidson up here. I didn't even know this was up here.
I'm like, oh, it's coming in and out. It's coming in and out.
Yeah, see it?
Okay. Yeah. Poker chip, bald eagle. Gotcha.
No, it won't let it go any. There we go.
Yeah. Lone Cowboy got it for me there. Are you going to Sturgis?
Yes, I'm going to Sturgis. Yes, that's my
Are you
jam.
going to the anniversary party?
I love this. I love the Black Hills of South Dakota. I've been looking for property since I first went there, and I just can't find that right one for the RV. I just want a piece of property so I can put, the 3 hookups, and yeah.
How much time or how many months or whatever of the year do you spend in Florida?
This year is the shortest, and I'll be there in Florida just 3 months.
Okay.
Oh, I was there for Probably no. Let's go with 4 months, with the weeks in between as well.
Do you normally spend the winter there, or do you just kind of
Yes.
travel around and get there when you get there?
That's what's been happening, and that this all depends on my parents' health. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
thankfully, they're still both with me and us. So I have a sibling, and they're in good health. So,
I mean, can't ask. Yeah, can't ask for much more than that.
as long as they're in good health, then I can do what I can, do what I don't need to do this. I don't have to do this. That all goes to the side. They come first, right?
Yeah.
So, but
As
with
long-
this, it gives me the opportunity to meet up with family. So I was in Maryland in April, and last year I was in Colorado twice. I have a cousin that lives in Colorado, so I'm able to visit them. My sister lives in Texas, and my nieces and my other cousin lives in Texas. So this gives me that opportunity to just and not intrude on their lives because they all work.
Yeah.
So I can come and go as I please. They don't have to deal with my dog, and I can while they're working, I go out for the day, and then at night I spend the time with them.
That's
Right? I'm
pretty-
not sitting on their couch watching TV. My sister works from home,
Yeah. Interrupting their lives and
and that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I keep trying to go to Jay's house, but he's always working. So like, I don't know.
he keeps driving by my place randomly.
Yeah, is he red bombing?
No.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I don't know. I'm not here. I'm at work.
Dude goes to work. I don't know what that even means anymore.
Oh
Like,
snap, man, that's wrong.
Ooh, it was a tough one today. I never left the county. It was just back and forth across the river all day. Just pour sweat, and then you get back in the truck, and then the sweat would cool off but not dry out. Then get back out of the truck, sweat, and then get back in the truck, cool off but not dry out. And it was just constantly. My longest drive today was like 22 minutes.
oh man.
It's just, and so you can't, you're not out in it long enough to really acclimate,
Right.
but you're not in the truck long enough to
Cool
really
off.
to dry off,
Yeah.
So welcome to hot flashes.
Right. Yeah.
Jay can speak with authority on that subject now.
Right.
I tell you what. So we were in Mike Bodine, God bless him, and I were in Yellowstone, and we were by Grand Prismatic,
Yeah.
the multicolored hot boiling water.
Yeah.
And as you walk the boardwalk, they want you to do a loop. It's one way. So as we're walking by, and you get hit with a spray, and it's cool, and then the next thing it's hot, and then it's cool, and Mike goes, "I'm getting hot flashes." I can do. Like he stands there, like I'm getting hot flashes, and I was like, "Well, welcome to being a woman."
Hey, I tell you what, Bodine's somebody else. When I grow up, I want to be like Mike Bodine. That's
Oh
for
my
sure.
gosh! The two ladies that were walking in front of us,
Yeah.
they stopped, they turned around, and they were just hysterically laughing. Sorry, Chase.
No, you're good. I
Oh,
had
I
to
mean,
pull
we're having
Jimmy Love
hot
Jr. there. That's what we're gonna call it from now on, Jay. Anytime you use the restroom during the stream, I got a Jimmy Love Jr. It.
Right.
Gotta go.
No, I had to go get our sponsor, man. Today's episode sponsored by Rip It.
Rip it.
Nice. Nice.
I mean,
No, it's funny. We had that saddlebag discussion on Sport Bikers sometime earlier this week. Hang on, sorry. I was like, "What are you eating?" It's something you can eat. Okay. And I put Kleenexes on there because I was like, when it's this kind of weather, you're like outside of the bike, you're hot.
Yeah.
You go inside somewhere, you get cold, then you come back out, and your nose is just like, bleh. Always got to have Kleenex for this kind of weather when you're air conditioned and not air conditioned.
Gotcha.
And I'll always look for the beer coolers. The
That's right.
you walk in and look around at the beer, cool off a little bit and then come back out.
The life hack from Jay, or motorcycle hack from Jay. If you stop at liquor stores and hang out in the beer cave.
I always check the ice bins too, because if one's
That's
really
right.
low, you can slip in for just a minute, you know, and then slip back out.
That's right. Just checking the polarity.
Yeah, yeah.
It sounds like some sort of like iron butt tips here, Jay. What are you trying?
You stack the ice up and then just sit on it for a minute.
Well, Bogey Biker puts a bag of ice on the front. He has a road glide, so he puts it in front of the handlebars.
Yeah.
So the bin comes up and it's like a misting.
Yeah, there you go.
I've seen that. I always kind of wonder, because when it gets like hot around here, you know, like if some summers we'll get well up into the 110-ish range, and I will like dump, you know, a half a gallon of water over myself, and I'm literally dry 5 minutes later on the road. Like it'll just dry you off real fast. So I just kind of wonder, like, how is this a 10-minute ice bag, or like how does that work?
And Ken, Yellowstone is not. This is about the time that I was there last year with Mike. You know, you have to take it with a grain of salt, like anything else. You know, the kids are off from school, so this is the only time that the parents can get out to the national parks or the water parks or the amusement parks with the kids. So, you know, if that's a concern, start early or stay late. I did both, and it was the very first, you know, the second time I went to Yellowstone, and I had Lost on the Road. He won the Road King Kong from Forgotten Angels, which this is at Forgotten Angels, by the way.
Yeah.
Picture. And so he was going to dip down into Grand Teton. So we came in through the east entrance. We rode down to the bottom. They dipped down to Grand Teton and would continue on. So I did the whole loop. And, you know, I didn't judge the time correctly because it was it was later than that. 8-ish, 8:30-ish. And here comes a big bull walking the double yellow lines. And I was like, huh. So there was a little, you know, pull out and a little Mini Cooper in there. So I hurried up and I pulled on the other side of the Mini Cooper. They were like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Look at the size of that thing."
Yeah, right.
So you can do the whole loop in one day. I was exhausted by the time I got back to Cody. It was 10:30-ish, so that was a long day. But I did do 313 miles. Inside of, you know, at 35, 45 miles per hour, that's a long day. But you could start early. Last year, Mike and I saw 9 grizzly bears. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So, but you know, everybody wants to see the national parks. Yellowstone is one of the most visited. The Great Smoky Mountains is the #1 visited park.
How many national parks are there?
Pardon? 63.
How many have you been to?
34.
Right.
Halfway.
Halfway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'll hit. Oh my gosh, how many more? Yeah, I know traffic. So you just got to deal with it. You know, everywhere. Listen, I'm from New York City. I don't complain about traffic. And really, everybody, like I said, you need to take it with a grain of salt. Everybody wants to see the animals. Everybody wants to go to the visitor center. Everybody wants to go to the campgrounds. Just chill. Just chill. And everybody will get to see everything. That's it.
Well, if time prevails, if time permits, rather, wrong P word.
Okay.
If time permits, I expect to be tagged in an Instagram photo from the front porch of Longmire if you make it to Mount Rainier.
Yes. Longmire.
That's just me being me being selfish. But
okay.
That was
You're gonna send me the name of the restaurant again. Longmire,
right.
Yeah?
Longmire,
like the TV show. That was a great TV show.
Just like the TV show, exactly.
Oh that was a good TV show.
Is it burgers?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember the discussion about don't ever look out until you've like gone inside.
Just when you pull up front, just stare at the restaurant. Go inside, do your thing. And then when you come back out, you look down at the ground, and then when you get to the edge of the porch, you just look up.
I don't know if I can do that, but I'll try. I'll try.
Right.
I'll try.
It
But
doesn't
yeah.
matter. You can do it twice. It'll be just as cool the second time.
Right. One trick, like Ken's complaining about the traffic, and if you go to Disney World, right,
Oh,
they kind of corral you. Just go counterclockwise. So if that's the case, go, because everybody's going to go clockwise. It's or no, yeah, no, counterclockwise in Disney. So go clockwise. They kind of push you to do that. So go opposite of, if you see everybody going this way, go that way.
yeah.
It's
You just gotta flow with the go.
yeah. What is this? We pitched tents at Yellowstone Hot Spring. I don't know where. I know where Mammoth Hot Springs are. I guess that's up.
Hey Ken, that's a different kind of live stream talking about pitching tents.
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
What were you doing at that hot spring there, Ken? Where's the video at?
Yeah. Follow us on Wednesday nights on our OnlyFans to talk about that.
He said he's a 10.
Right? Yeah, right. He's humble. He's casting tens out.
Oh. He's a 10.
Oh, Jay's got all the jokes.
Oh my gosh.
It was.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm bummed, Des. You didn't make it to Arkansas this year. I understand you obviously have plenty going on. But gosh, was Spring Fling last year the last time we saw each other in person?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
I had been to BFE in 21, 22.
Okay. Yeah, 22. I was thinking
22. And I had been to we did Lake of the Ozarks. Maybe it was 21.
Yeah, we did Lake of the Ozarks for the first time last year.
It was 22 because I had the bike. I had the Harley.
Yeah.
So we did BFE. We did Lake of the Ozarks, BFE, and then Stubborn American. 3 weeks in a row. Now it's broken up.
Yeah, because I think that's when I met you down at Stubborn.
It's now like a week or two after everything else.
Yeah. They moved it like early in the summer of last year?
It was in June. That was hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
They moved it back, right?
Pardon?
Didn't they move it back to around its normal time?
Yeah, October 16th.
Yeah.
I think. Something like that. Let me see. Let me check. I did when he made the announcement. I haven't double checked, but when he made the announcement, the 9th, 10th, and 11th is Stubborn.
Yeah.
When he made the announcement last June.
Yeah.
Check the website.
Yeah.
Check the website.
I think he moved it for that year or whatever because of the flatheads and Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue sort of deal that went on. But then moved it back to where it originally was because that wasn't necessarily happening anymore.
Yeah. Well, also he purchased Route 62, so he'd be competing with himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to that property. It's really cool, actually. I haven't even been there since he sort of did all the renovation stuff.
I know he made it
right after he bought it. Yeah.
Yeah. The Wagonators have been there.
Yeah, I think that's where they stayed.
Yep.
The last time they were here.
Mm-hmm.
Des, are you going to be at Lake of the Ozarks this year?
No, sir.
No.
I was like, I knew you were going to be in Arkansas, but I was like, am I going to see you in Missouri?
You'll see me in Missouri next year at Mid-America Freedom Rally.
Yeah.
And then you'll be in Arkansas once or twice next year, right?
I'll be in Arkansas for Spring Fling, the Hot Springs, and then Fort Smith.
Steel Horse.
Yes, sir.
On pins and
Yes,
needles.
so that's
Okay,
it.
right.
I hot in between.
Gotcha. Yeah, because we do the International Female Ride Day down to Steel Horse that Saturday or whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to stay down. I'm going to stay a little bit a distance from Fort Smith, ride up to Switchback, and then do the ride with everybody back to Fort Smith. This way, I only have a shorter ride to the, I got the pop.
Oh, yeah.
And then stay in the Fort Smith area and do more Oklahoma and blah, blah, blah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're into history at all, the old Fort Smith
I
courthouse and
visited. Yep, I
gallows,
visited.
yeah, that's pretty
I
dope.
visited there. Actually, I brought Mike with me. During spring fling. Yeah. When I go somewhere, I go in every direction.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even if there's a rally, that's great. I'm still gonna go, and I want to see things. So what I have not seen is the battlefield. That's
P Ridge.
P
Oh, P Ridge, yeah,
Ridge. Thank you. Yes.
That's
So
my
I want to
backyard.
visit that.
yeah.
Oh, is it? Look at that. See?
Yeah.
So that's one place that I want to visit that I just keep
Yeah, that's a really cool spot for sure. Gosh, I haven't been there since I was way young, but yeah, it's a cool spot.
saying. And I tell you, as I travel and I meet up with friends and I say, I want to go here. And they're like, okay. And I don't want to, I'm not going to name names, but they have not been to that spot in their own state.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So
it makes sense. I mean,
I'm bringing residents of those areas to places that they've never been to.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and I try to make a point. I've talked with Angie, Badger, about like Atlas Obscura, the app that just sort of shows you all the roadside oddities, historical sites, everything like that. And you can just kind of tell it, I want to see everything 30 miles on either side of my path.
wow.
If I'm going somewhere, and then it'll just pop up all these random little things.
What's the name of it?
Atlas Obscura.
Atlas Obscura. Okay.
Yep.
Put
And
it
it's
in
yeah, I'm not. Somebody got a comment? I don't know. Hang on. I don't have YouTube.
You brought it up. You type it in.
Yeah, let me.
Now I got to put something else in the links. Des out here bringing locals to local spots,
That's what I'm saying.
discovering local spots with locals that never been there.
Well, I tell you, I've never been to the top of the Empire State Building. How's that?
Okay, I mean that's fair.
But my parents took me to see Towering Inferno when it came out in the movies in 1974.
What's a pagone?
Pagone, right?
What?
I failed at phone.
Oh.
I was trying to figure out what a pagone was.
Yes,
It's on
Ken.
Atlas Obscura. It's a site up here in Arkansas.
Right.
You never heard of the mythical Pagone up in Northwest Arkansas?
Leave the pistol, grab the pagone.
I guess what we were talking
That's
about
right.
is, there's so many cool little spots, like historical stuff, weird oddities, roadside things all over the place. But if you're just like tell Google Maps or Waze or whatever to take you a place, you're never gonna know that's what's there.
Got it.
And so like I was talking to Angie about was, I go out of my way to like find weird random oddities and then find cool roads to get there, like kind of locally or as far out as I can go, whatever. It's fun little games. Put you on different roads sometimes, and you get to see weird stuff. Like that's where the Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri tri-state marker is, up there in the corner.
Okay.
And
I don't like gravel.
do what?
If I don't like gravel, if I see a gravel,
No, it's not. It's a road. It's just out in the middle of nowhere. But it's the tri-state. It's been there for like 100 and some odd years.
I'm not going down it.
Yeah, but it's very cool.
So-
But there's lots of cool stuff. People just don't know they're there, like the fudge factory in Uranus.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Right. I'm gonna
We might
ride
be
by.
losing the Wi-Fi.
Oh well. Final thoughts, Miss Des?
There we go. Are you there?
Yeah.
I'm here.
It came back
Don't go
around.
anywhere.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not too far from having to go somewhere. So, you got any final thoughts?
Well, Ken asked a question, am I doing the parade? Yes, Ken, I've done it the last 4 years. I'll be there. Sturgis is my jam. Like we spoke about doing new rallies and going to new places. Sturgis on my bookends, so to speak.
Yeah.
But I do try to get to new rally. Last one, and next year will be Mid America Freedom Rally. Did I break up?
A little bit. You're good.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now she's locked. Oh, there we go.
Yes, I got my ticket. That's good. I'll see you there then, Ken. Is this Ken's first?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We got the long pause that time.
Are you there?
Yep.
Yep.
Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Testing.
Clean
Internet
your
testing.
testicles.
All right,
Clean
there we
your
go. Better.
testicles.
Testing 1 2. There we go. Yes. So, what part did you hear?
We heard you were going.
I think we're losing it.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going. I'm going.
Oh,
Ah,
spinning circle of death.
the disconnect.
No
Disposition.
testicles. No testicles.
No, dirty testicles.
All right, Jay, you need to split, right? So do you want to end it on that note?
Yeah, we'll call it for the night. Thanks everybody for joining in, and thanks to Des. Hopefully she'll see it on the replay if she watches it. Yep, she's gone. But
Gone.
yep. Thank you everybody that tuned in live. As always, you can find me right here on the Jay Sorsby channel. You can always find Chase on Chasing an Adventure. Woo! On YouTube, Instagram. We're all over the place. And Ken, y'all be safe too. Y'all be safe out there. Take care of one another. Because won't nobody else. All right, Chase, say something.
Say hi to a stranger. Oh, that's Lone Cowboy's line, but there you go. All right.
Stolen.